Hello, this is part two of how can Allah have a son when he has no wife? And if you're a Muslim and you're watching this, and as I read it, I would like you to put in comment form what you feel that the guy is lying about here. This is an ex-Muslim, so you're going to have to point out where you think he's lying here, okay? Alright, I'll continue here. As usual, the above... Okay, I'll read back a little bit. This is Qur'an 21, verse 91. And, remember, she who guarded her chastity, Virgin Mary, we breathed into... Then the sleeves is added. We breathed into her... shirt or garment is added. We breathed into her through our Ruh, Jibril, Gabriel. In other words, Gabriel carried the seed of Allah somehow, and we made her and her son Issa Jesus a sign for al-alamin, the mankind and jinns. As usual, the above translation is completely deceptive. The word her chastity was used as a translation to the Arabic word farjaha, which is far from true. The Arabic root word farj means the female genital organ, vagina to be precise, and is used many times in the Quran to mean just that. Less commonly, the Quran also associated the word with males, in which case it refers to the male's genital organs or penises. In all cases, the word farj is a dirty Arabic word that is not expected to be found in decent Arabic writings. The word farj is not normally used among Arabs during a decent conversation. The Arabs refer to a woman with chastity by using words like afifa or sharifa, with no need at all to refer to her genital organ. The deceptive translation is also evident in using the word breathed into as a translation to the Arabic word nafakna fiha, nafakna fiha, which means we blew into her. The Quran meant to say into her genital organ, vagina, but the translators talk about sleeves and skirt and shirts. I suppose if we ask the translators why did they bring the clothing issue here, their answer would be that the blowing process happened discreetly without having to uncover her. A more appropriate translation of the above verse would be, quote, and she who guarded her genitals, we breathed into her from our spirit. Allah saying, he breathed into using his spirit. And for some reason he used Jibril as the turkey baster? I'm not really sure. But anyway. Okay. The Quran refers to the story in Surat al-Tahrim. That's 66. Surah 66, verse 12. But uses the Arabic words nafakna fihi instead of nafakna fiha, leaving no room at all for a change in the meaning. Nafakna fihi means, quote, we blew into her organ, which blew into her organ, which clarifies where the blowing process happened. The correct wording for Quran 66 verse 12 would have been, quote, and Maryam, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her genitals, and we blew into it from our spirit. Despite such clarity, the translators insist on bringing irrelevant and redundant issues of sleeves, shirts, and garments into the verse. Let us read this verse as translated by Hilali and Khan. 66:12. And Mary, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, we breathed into the sleeves of her shirt or her garment added, through our ruh, that is, Gabriel. Verse 17 from Surat Maryam, that's Surah 19, chapter 19, verse 17 goes, it describes, verse 17 from Surat Maryam, that's Surah, chapter 19, verse 17, describes the events that lead to Mary's pregnancy. It started when Mary was on her own in a secluded place. Then Gabriel, Allah's famous spokesman, suddenly appears in front of her in the form of a perfect man. Gabriel made no secret of his mission. He was there to blow special air, Allah's seed or soul, into her vagina that would make her pregnant. Verse 19 reads this. This is Qur'an 19, verse 17. She placed a screen to screen herself from them. Then we sent to her our ruh, angel Gabriel, and he appeared before her in the form of a man in all respects. In all respects. So he even had a penis in all respects. Well, we'll find out. Okay. Then the guy says, how embarrassing. One can imagine Mary's shock in the sudden appearance of a stranger in front of her, especially when she had never been with a man before. If this was supposed to be a practical joke, then it was not funny. Mary must have been scared to death because of this. Intimacy between a man and a woman's genitalia is considered to be a sexual activity. Such intimacy can be in the form of penetrative sex, touching or kissing, blowing into a woman's vagina, might even be oral sex, such as cunnilingus, although very rare, surely fits into that category. It is only a matter of blowing air. If it's only a matter of blowing air, then why Gabriel was sent in the form of a man? Why not in the form of a woman, which would have been less shocking to Mary? Any woman would be more willing to allow another woman to blow into her genitalia rather than a man. The Quran doesn't give any details as to how the procedure of blowing was carried out. Muslims generally believe that she was consented and felt happy and privileged to carry such a special child of Allah via Gabriel, or Jibril. However, a careful reading of Surat Maryam, Surat 19, may suggest otherwise. Let us read Quran 19:23. And the pains of childbirth drove her to the trunk of a date palm. She said, would that I had died before this, and had been forgotten out of sight. Verse 19:23 describes Mary's feelings when the moment of truth came, and she was about to give birth to her child. Apparently, she was overwhelmed by a sense of shame, and wished if she were dead before this happened. Wouldn't it have been easier if Allah just pronounced his magic word be? Couldn't Allah allow Mary to have a painless childbirth? And I stop there. Bye. But again, by the way, okay, that's ended there. Now, if you're Muslim, or anybody really, put your thoughts here and show where this guy is wrong, okay? Bye.